All right, so going over the list here, we got Casey back on the other side.
Guest commentator number 2 coming at you.
Yeah, GC2.
They call me the Mad Judge.
So we'll start off with Speedy G here. Some of you might recognize him from our taping of Campaign Against Cancer. Against,
yeah, definitely
not
for. Nobody's for that.
Yeah, not even against your enemies? Maybe for Miranda.
Yeah.
She could have cancer.
I'm going to use markers.
Yeah.
Well, just to help you see what I'm doing.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
All right, so we got Finn, and it looks like 3 T70s over here. Finn, Heroic, Pattern, and Perceptive. Common build, 43 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're actually just recording. The internet's not strong enough to stream it.
2G ain't so good for uploading, let me tell you.
Yeah, it'll be on Facebook or YouTube tonight, though. We got Lieutenant Bastien. Jess Pava, and Snap. So
Temin Snap.
3 T70s. I mean, what else do you really need to say about them?
And with Finn in there, and the whole Finn effect between Heroic, Pattern Analyzer, Perceptive, getting 2 focuses all the time, who cares, add eyeballs for no negative effects.
And a couple jamming beams. That jamming beam may come into use here.
So you got 4 tanky ships that, jamming beam, come on, there's like 2 use cases for it.
But one of them is Tabson.
And hey, look who we got.
Yeah.
So, actually, that could be.
Yeah, you could jam off that reinforce. That's, the main reason.
If
there.
The more cool thing too is not only can you jam off that reinforce to do more damage, but with Tafson's ability, if you stack more jam tokens on him, he can't take more locks or focus actions because it'll be wasted.
He can coordinate though.
Absolutely, he can.
So
he can, but only
not
once.
As good of
Only
a ability,
once
but
per that. So
Yeah.
But that strips a lot of his utility because he's, one of those fly around. I got 4 dice. I'm going to get, double modded attack on you. Here's 4 or 5. Why don't you basically die this round?
So let's look up some of these. So we got Bastion here, and that one I think is the target lock one, right?
Absolutely. Anybody within, I think, 0 to 2? It's either 0 to 2 or 1 to 2. What a slow load of a picture.
There we go.
If they take a damage card,
damage
range 1
card.
to 2. 1 to 2.
Then you can acquire a lock.
Yeah. So it's pretty useful. And it's funny because we got Revis on the other side who does like the same thing.
Yep.
So.
That one's with a stress, though, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
So
don't
just
listen to anything I
Pava.
say, demonstrating my lack of knowledge.
While you
about the
defend or
game again.
perform an attack, you may spend a charge or 1 non-recurring charge from your equipped upgrade. Reroll 1 of your dice for each other friendly ship at range 0 to
Equipped
1.
Astromech, just to clarify.
Astromech,
So
yeah.
she's using the BB Astromech with 2 charges there. So she can get up to 3 rerolls in a turn if she wants.
And then,
But only for 1 turn, because then that BB Astromech is gone. Gotta type in Temin.
But he's Snap.
So he's one of those gotta go fast ships. If you execute I believe it's fully execute a speed 2 to 4 maneuver.
Yep, you may
Maybe
perform
2 to
a
5.
boost.
2 to 4. You may perform a boost action.
Which I don't have a 5, so that's all right. So yeah, those are his ships there with Composure,
So,
the way to
Temin,
run
of course,
that.
Composure.
Yeah.
So staple to Snap, of course. So fail the free
Fail
boost,
that
get a
boost,
focus,
get a
and
target
then,
lock,
boom,
yep.
take your target lock.
So yeah, there's a lot of janky stuff out there. It gets you double mods, which is nice and bad. All right, so we also
pretty
then
reliable
going
on
over to
there.
the Charles' list here. We got Tabson with Pattern. I think that's the best way to do it. Stop getting action. Stop getting action.
Well, of course, with the Muse combo as well. So that stop, it don't mean nothing. We'll
Pull
take
off
that stress right
yeah.
off.
So this is a list that there was a question of with a player at the Common Ground Hyperspace. There's a player who was essentially fortressing with this, abusing that rule and moving one of his ships and then fortressing the other 4 in the corner.
Yeah.
And it was really
It's always
uncool,
rough, yeah.
which I know the judges have talked about that today, and they have decided that they won't deal with any of that stuff.
Well,
So
and
they'll just say, no,
thankfully-
not working.
Yeah, thankfully to go along with that, because we have the recently released floor rules, which came out, like a month or two ago or something? So the Common Ground one was before the floor rules
That's
are in
true.
place, so the fortressing rule was the only rule available to judge that type of like fortress slash stalling tactic. But now we have, of course, the actual stalling guidelines to say that, you know, if you're trying to exploit a stalemate, then that's a big no-no.
Will you tilt the camera back just a tiny bit, the top one? All right, since everybody today, just tilt the actual just camera, like from the side. Grab it from the side, like the actual like webcam portion.
Yeah.
No, like the actual meaty portion. Yeah, and just tilt it back. A little bit more. Right. Okay. A little bit down. Right about there. That's good. Okay. Yeah, everyone wants to set up on the opposite side of the board from us. I even put on deodorant this morning, and I don't know. There's only so much you can do, right?
Just scaring everybody away.
But yeah, with Tavson, Pattern Analyzer, Scorch, Longshot, Muse, and Rubus.
Scorch being Tyfo, who takes a stress to roll one additional attack die if he's not previously stressed.
Which can make him great. Another good combo with Muse there. Take
Exactly.
that stress, remove that stress.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Although
Let's bring up
FOs
Muse here.
FOs, honestly, who have a pretty good dial for just a spammy ship. They got
Yeah.
2 speeds all blues and a 3 straight blue.
Yeah, so
which
Muse
is
essentially
intense.
does what Cassian does, except it's 0 to 1. So much less effective than Cassian, but still good. Are you guys ready? You ready? All right, and start.
Yes, I mean, it's kind of a little different because Cassian is 1 to 3, so if anybody's bumped against him, he
That's
doesn't
true.
get in. So that's, I guess, the benefit that Muse gets. Is, you ram something right into him, he'll still take that stress away.
That's true. Which is why he's the fortressing choice there.
Yeah,
He just
exactly.
gonna
You just keep bumping him right into that stop ship.
yep, just bump him right up against Tavson and just keep him there with the
Yeah,
stops.
yeah,
Remove,
no.
stop, remove.
Yeah, so it's essentially 2 white stops.
Yeah.
Although only one of them gets the action. So, but then of course we got long shot. So range 3 rolls 1 additional attack die. So essentially he's kind of like a 2.5 die ship with the 2 dice only occurring at range 2. And then Lieutenant Rebus, the brief mention earlier, who anybody within range 1 to 2 who receives a stress, he gets a free lock. Of course, something to note is it's not a lock action. It is
Just
just
acquire
acquiring
a lock, yeah.
So even if he's stressed or, you know, whatever, or say if he even takes the lock action earlier or something.
Yeah,
it would,
acquiring a lock
just
is
acquire a lock.
a good thing.
So we got a not quite
Oh,
just
no.
set up, especially with the resistance player turning, looks like the block away. He doesn't want to go straight across at that, which, you know, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't mind not wanting to. It's a 4 dice primary ship. It's
Yeah,
going to get extra
Tavson-
actions after you shoot
yeah.
it.
Tafson over there is just, he's scary, man.
Tavson is very scary until you get behind him, and then it just doesn't matter.
And so, yeah, I mean, pretty much there, just as long as your game doesn't last 10 turns after you get behind him, you're going to be behind him.
Yeah. So it looks like Speedy G's probably just gonna. I'm gonna just take a strong guess here. He's gonna too hard to the left with his last ship there.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
He could
Almost
break
like a
up the block.
formation. If he was gonna break it up, I think he might have done maybe 2 and 2.
Yeah, I'm totally kidding. Like, there's absolutely nothing else he would do.
Yeah, but I think with Tavson set up right across, you kind of have to just fly away from him. You just get, all right, I'm just gonna run away.
Yeah, one of those unfortunate things here, though, is now that Tafson has already kind of gone out there, like,
That
gotta
that 3
try and
bank
go
in there is
faster.
gonna be.
because, yeah, Tafson can 3 bank. He'll catch you if you try and turn in, or, so if you do anything other than go super fast, he might just get in behind you, and that's where you don't want Tafson.
Yeah, that is.
He's not going to be able to chase you down if you go fast, but, you know, that's basically forcing you to go fast, because otherwise you're taking
Yeah.
4 dice.
4 dice is not something you want to take.
No, yeah.
Let's see. And also with the way that these gas clouds are set up, it's kind of limiting his options here.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I think, I would have started on the side with more obstructions to kind of force that Upsilon to try and get up in there.
Oh yeah, totally. One of the things you definitely want to do in this sort of scenario is make sure that the FO player there has to like commit to one direction. If you're the one who wants to get out of his arc, you want to make him commit so he has to make a 50-50 call one way or the other.
Yeah.
And you hopefully don't get in there. But yeah, with all these gas clouds limiting his approach, and Tafson and the FOs are pretty much free to go where they please.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rough start.
Yeah, they have that entire middle left or middle far section of the board that he can just kind of float around out there.
He can move, he can not move.
Mm-hmm. The real question is, with Tafson, do we think he's going to go fast here? Do a 3-bank, get in there, and kind of commit hard? Because he's got his other ships that are on the other side of him that make it much harder for them to get in there if he's going to get up there and block that way.
Yeah, one of them is Muse, so Muse will definitely move before Tafson. I imagine the other's probably Scorch, but I can't say that for certain. Because I'm sure he wants Muse to be able to steal the stress away from those
I think that might be
two.
long shot.
Could be.
We'll see what order they move in.
Yeah.
So Rivas is
we got
first.
Rivas, who is behind him. So Rivas is back there. I mean, honestly, with all those FOs, pretty much all of them go pretty well with the Upsilon.
Mm-hmm.
They all pair with him.
Yeah.
Long shot, you put him behind him, he's probably going to be range 3 or something.
Just a mini swarm there.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, he doesn't really have a late game ship. He's very reliant on early game stuff here.
Absolutely.
That initial engagement and volley is going to be huge.
100%.
Yeah, just setting up. Just slow bank, set up.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, with the other FOs moving probably before him, or at least one of them, they got to get out of his way. And being behind him, if he goes fast, they are not going to be able to necessarily engage at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. The trick is you always want your lowest initiative on the inside so that you can do that move first.
Inside or in front, yeah. Unless you're trying to slow bump something. So, like, if he had done that 3-bank to intentionally, like, one straight Tavson in there and do the essential stop without a stress, so that's always an option.
So I can see him probably doing a stop right here, actually. Just setting up.
Stop or a 1-bank.
Yeah,
one or the
maybe.
other.
I think the stop sets him up better for later because he can go faster with who is that back there? That's Muse back there. And then turn them both kind of at the same time. But he does have pattern analyzer on Tafson, so he can feel free to do a red and just take a
absolutely,
stress,
get his
shuts his ability off. But who cares at this point, right?
But yeah, unless he's taking the brunt of the damage, which at this point there's probably not a lot of damage going in at him. I don't think there's necessarily going to be an engagement this round.
Wonder if he's just going to fly right over that gas cloud, hoping that he committed the other way. Could be an option.
Yeah.
I can't quite see what he revealed there.
Neither can I. I don't know which dial's which either.
So he did flip his foils, and that must be Jess.
So she's
activated.
using BB Asher back there. So she did a blue.
So she's gonna.
It's got to be a 1 or 2 bank.
I don't know.
Because they have.
It's a 2-bank.
It's a 2-bank. Okay, so doing something a little crazy there. But I guess she assumed. Maybe.
Looks like he is gonna hit that gas cloud.
Yeah.
So no action there.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was thinking like he can potentially clear it, or doesn't want to go through the gas cloud twice, which a 2-hard could have done based on that positioning.
Well, it would have been 2-bank. So.
Well, I was saying like if he did the 2-hard instead of doing the BB with the 2-bank.
Oh yeah,
like
then
those
it might
are
have,
the options there. Is maybe he could have cleared it and had an action, or this might set him up better for later. But,
okay, so Tafson with a 3
bank.
Yeah, I think he may have looked at that and thought that the 3-bank put him farther with the barrel roll in the bank, put
Yeah.
him kind of more to the side to where there'd be a shot he could maybe barrel roll out because he did flip his foils.
Yeah.
So he was hoping to barrel roll, I think, back into the right, which would have been probably still in arc, but it would have been a good shot.
Well, the
A good
BB
try.
Astromech would be that barrel roll action, so he wouldn't be able to barrel roll after.
Ah, good point. Yeah. Then it's very strange that he flipped his flipped his foils. I wonder if he might be playing that incorrectly.
Maybe he thought he needed it for the BB Astromech.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
Yeah.
need it. Yeah. We'll see
But hey,
if it
yeah,
comes up
well,
later.
we'll see. Maybe he didn't.
He
think
made it
there'd
this
be any
far.
Combat. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you had done it then, there'd be absolutely no reason to do it at all.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. We'll see. Because there's no benefit except for the
Yeah.
being able to do the.
Barrel roll. Maybe he was thinking, because you could, with the rings closed, link that into a focus.
Oh, maybe he
Or is
did.
it
There
focus-
is a focus
focus
token out there. No.
Maybe? No, I think
No.
it's the other way around. I think it's focus into barrel roll.
Focus
isn't
into
it?
barrel roll.
Yeah. Demonstrate game knowledge. That's what I'm here for.
I can't say I've put a lot of resistance other than like maybe
I play a little
Repo.
bit, but I mean, most of the time you don't link that barrel roll. Like, you try and keep your wings open in a spot where, because once you
like,
close those wings, you got to get that bullseye. So it's one of those things where, like, even if you barrel roll focus to get the shot, unless you're getting bullseye, it's just not worth it, really. Tossing 2 dice out there.
So he got a barrel roll out there. I think I see a focus. I mean, he got a target lock out there, but he has a focus out there too.
Who has the target lock?
I think who's the? That'd be Snap. Oh, Snap. He failed the boost and then took a target lock action.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that I just had to see who it was. They all look the same from
Yeah,
this
so I
angle.
think Snap is the one in the back there.
Yeah, the
Jess
back
is the one
right.
who is out in front now,
Mhm.
and then Bastion's the one who's chasing Finn's tail.
So Jess is has a good chance of getting some rerolls here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's still. I'm just
Well,
really
a
concerned
reroll,
about
right?
that.
They-
One for everyone 0 to 1. So you get one for
Okay,
yourself, one
yeah.
for.
Wait, is it?
Here, actually, the card's right back in that box. There's a Despava card, I think.
There's no way I'm digging through that.
Do we need an arc call? I think they're checking arcs over there.
Alright, so let's check Jess Pava. I think it's other friendly ships though, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't count for herself. For each other friendly ship.
Okay.
or-
Other.
Okay, yeah. I just couldn't
It
remember.
is 0
First
to
was
1, which
spend
is
one
funny.
charge and you get one reroll if somebody's in there. I wasn't thinking that it was every friendly ship for her still.
But she only has one charge left, so.
Well, she can also use her personal charge. So that's, I think, what he's doing right there. So he just spent Jess's reroll charge there. Ended up with just one hit. Against
And that's some green dice with an evade in there.
one evade, one eyeball.
So we only got one hit, one evade
Yep,
is fine.
so
It's
that's
plenty.
good.
Alright, so now Charles has got some options here.
Alright, so that's
So I'd say at least 2 of these guys don't have shots. That looks to be a range 1 shot from what I saw.
rough.
That's
Let's see
5
how many
dice into a
comes
Jess.
out.
That
Yeah,
is
see
5 dice.
Ooh, and that is a lot
paint.
of paint.
And there is a
Ooh, and
focus.
that is a focus. So it is
4 hits and a
full
crit?
spread. Yeah, 4 hits and 1 crit looks like.
Ooh, I better
That
go
is
over to the damage
dangerous.
side.
Yeah.
He is
And I
going to
see him
spend that
spending
to
other
reroll.
BB-8, yeah, to pick up Jess's ability again, rerolling both. So my assumption
Yeah,
is
2 blanks.
no paint.
So
on
that's a
that.
minimum of 3 shields gone.
Ooh. And looks like 2 blanks again.
2 blanks into 2 blanks. And let's see what the crit is. And crit. What is it?
Console fire.
Console fire.
Console fire.
I guess I'm close enough. I can tell you.
Yeah. Send it to me in a text.
Send a carrier pigeon.
Wow. That's quite the swing on the opening engagement
So I
there.
see long shot there.
Oh!
3 hits
Somebody's
out of
red
that.
dice are just fire right now.
Yeah, here, let me tell you. I have played against this list with Charles multiple times, and holy crap. Almost every roll with Tavson rolls
That is
mostly pain.
that is a dead Jess Pava
believe so, yeah.
round 1.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is very hurtful. That is
Yeah.
25% of his list, slightly over.
Well, he took that risky strategy of running over that gas cloud and putting himself further ahead too, because that BB-8 Astromech barrel roll to the
Yeah.
right and then doing the bank puts him ahead of where that too hard would have put him. So that,
Yeah, he'd actually have the gas cloud as cover if he stayed in the same spot.
Yeah.
However, Finn might have been the
Potentially.
target there if he hadn't.
Because based on that formation, his front might have been poking out ahead of it or not.
That's true.
So
That's true. It might
it's
have.
possible. But
American flag, the shot.
I got my muse.
Wah, wah. Yeah. Oh no! You just killed a
so-
ship, but forgot to remove a stress. Oh no!
Missed opportunity, but
Yeah.
at least I remembered he had 40.
so yeah, but no, I've played against this list with Charles, and man, he rolls like lots of pain. I don't even know if I've destroyed a ship against him. I will be honest. And normally that's pretty rough for me. And he's got so many reps with this list, he knows pretty well how to fly it. He will maintain arcs on you. He will, he'll put work into you.
Yeah, and you got.
So it's a dangerous combo. A competent player with good dice.
And it's so hard. His list with all those FOs, they're 34 points, 32 points, 28 points,
Yeah.
37 points. None of them are just that good, but
Or that expensive.
together,
Yeah.
because Tavson is gonna take you
Forever.
3-4 rounds minimum to kill.
Yeah. Especially if he takes that reinforce.
Yeah,
It's
and if you get only 3 ships left now,
yeah.
he's gonna shoot. Looks like he's gonna shoot with Finn. No,
Yeah.
it should be Snap up.
Snap didn't have a shot originally.
Ah.
He's a 4.
Gotcha.
he
Oh,
would
yeah,
engage
yeah.
First,
So
just
shot.
went out.
So now Bastion or Finn. He
Yeah.
said Finn. So he's gonna add in that focus, spend a focus for 3.
Take a string. Alright, so now anybody shooting at Finn, his next defensive roll would be 1 less.
All right, looks like he rolled a focus.
I will take one. I would like to put one shot into a target lock.
And of course, Tavson's ability interrupting damage.
So takes 1,
So every time
takes
he
2.
counts as damage, he gets the timing to perform a new action.
And so he's total gonna take 3 shields here.
So it looks like he's coordinated long shot into a target lock, and then Tavson himself is taking a lock.
And it looks like it's gonna
So
be
that's setting
on
up
for next
Yeah,
turn.
for next turn, he's gonna have probably a double mod.
Yep, I could definitely see a stop here into a focus once he picks.
Or even a reinforce, potentially.
Yeah, he also has the coordinate from Muse, who can come up and coordinate a reinforce. Muse, it's a really solid list synergistically
Yeah,
here. He can just use this giant brick wall in the front. Looks like that's a reinforce out there. All right, so he's got his last shot here. So instead of going for the target lock for next turn offense, he's playing defensively, preserving those
Trying to
points.
save an extra damage.
So we got T7. Ooh, spend that focus for 3 hits.
So, I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay,
So the reinforce will add a result.
So he'll take 1.
Takes 1 damage.
So a couple points short of half points there. But 4 damage into it, not terrible. Do that 3 times and he's dead.
Yeah.
He did
Oh,
spend
man,
both of his charges, so he's going to get 1 back now. At the end of the round.
Only be able to perform 1 extra action next turn.
Which I don't think is a huge concern for him.
No, because at this
he's-
point, even if he doesn't stop, he could just ram right into that enemy formation.
That's true.
And knock out one shot entirely, which honestly might even be a better call than taking it reinforced
Well,
early.
except that Finn and Bastion both move first.
Well, yeah, so you just do like 2 or 3 straight. Like, even if they slowboat or something, that means you're just going to fly in, you're going to ram one of them. You don't get an action, but you're removing 1 entire shot. And that's, like I was saying, I think that's better than even like a reinforced stop, potentially.
Yeah.
And
I think
then you
I'm-
guarantee a range 1.
I'm surprised with him playing defensively like he was after wiping an entire ship off the board and not target locking and then either stopping or bumping. Because if he had target locked into the back there, into snap, he could have very easily stopped and focused next turn, or even stop reinforce, take a shot, get hit, and then get your focus, or get your reinforce after that. Really, I don't think ramming is wrong in this case at all. Now, but again, it's
They're
going to
two
be
distinctly viable calls.
yeah. I mean, I think Finn, if he does bump into Finn's just going to shoot at somebody behind him. So
Yeah, but then, I mean, those FOs all with focus, 3 green dice, like, you're
Yeah.
looking, that's a...
Finn's
gotta-
dangerous though.
something tough to chew through, yeah.
Definitely
I mean-
don't
Yeah, but
underestimate
he
Finn.
may have to save his focuses for defense, though, because he potentially will have 4 FOs, because I think two or three of those FOs were basically out of combat.
Yeah,
They're not shooting, so, next turn they'll be in. They can do some damage.
Yeah, he did only shoot with 2 of them. He
Yeah.
shot with Longshot and Tabson.
Yeah.
Nobody else on his side of the board shot.
Yeah, and
So
so
he's-
Scorch
he's
is gonna
saving
get in there.
ammo.
Scorch can get extra dice,
Yeah, Scorch is the one who turned away. So probably seeing a 1 or 2 hard to the right, getting back into that fight, maybe a barrel roll. At this point, I mean, he
don't
may
even know
just
if
play
one hard,
defensively.
no barrel roll from Scorch. I think like that's
Longshot's going to be an interesting one about what it'll
They
do.
got 5 straight out of Revis.
Maybe
probably
they
to get
can
into that
get a
lock
bump?
range. And then maybe he's thinking like if
He's just
Finn tries to
gonna-
one bank in,
That looks
he'll
like
be
a
in the way.
focus.
Yeah, he took a focus.
Yeah, if you're thinking
And
maybe
then-
block the O and it is a 1 bank.
If somebody takes a damage, then or a stress for whatever reason, then Revis, none of them are going to be stressed. Who am I kidding? This is a resistance list.
Yeah, there's
they
no
never
re-
stress.
So he did fit, which is nice. And by doing what he did there, I don't think he can't bump Finn. So I'm assuming that he knew that well enough to know he's just going to do a stop. However, if he does stop, he will be stressed.
We'll bring up the.
The other view? Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. From here, it
So
looked
he
like have
might
had some-
just bump into himself,
Yeah.
which he could be doing because if he stops, then he can't use Tabson as the action for Tabson. So that's a good reason
Well,
not
but
to stress
he
yourself.
could, because Muse, if I remember correctly, is at the start of engagement. Removes the stress.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is it start by engagement or activation?
I believe it's engagement. Cassian is start of activation.
Uses at the start of engagement, yeah. So, man, next level strats. Playing this
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, no,
it's one of those that's going to take a lot of reps to play,
dangerous.
but go away. Shoot. Shoot. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Don't mind us. There you
Nope. Still up there.
go. Uh-oh. What?
It'll just
You
take a
got-
minute. It needs to update. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you breaking? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just got to refresh.
Pattern analyzer to a lock with Tabson.
And technical difficulties.
Come on. Come back.
Maybe hit it one more time. that's something broke.
I think it's having trouble loading from the internet.
Well, it should just be pulling the visuals in. Shouldn't technically have to load anything.
Well, it does. It goes to the website and pulls in the.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just a
That's
screen.
true, okay.
It's a
Yeah.
from a browser.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So I see Tabson moving, or was that? No, he marked
No, I
it.
think he just
marked
marked
him.
him,
Yeah. So long shot. He did do the hard stop.
He's stopped his pattern once.
Yeah. All right. What action did you say?
Target lock.
Okay, so yeah, Tabson did a pattern analyzer lock on Finn. and
Okay.
Stopped.
Finn is an interesting choice. He is a threat, but with those 2 focus tokens,
I mean, he's
Adding
only
one.
4 health is the thing.
oh, is that gonna be a
if you
bump
get
right
the-
there? I think this could be the end if that's a bump.
Yeah, so like, I mean, Finn adds, 1 of 8 essentially, but I mean, if you got 5 dice coming in at range 1 with the target lock focus, adding
Yeah,
1 of 8
that
may
is-
just
that's
not
fair.
save you. You could potentially one shot with Tabson.
Man, God, the internet is just so bad right now. There's 1 bar, people. That's what happens when you have 1 bar.
Alright, try to refresh cache.
Try like holding this up in the air.
Yay, hotspots. Oh man, rough.
This is like back in my AOL days.
Alright, so firing has started, so we got Temin coming in with a range 1 on somebody. I see
I see 2
2
hits.
hits. I see 1 of 8. Looks like he's taking 1 damage on the long shot, I believe.
Okay. I would
Had a
update our
chance to spend a
overlay.
focus, I think, and then opted to just take the damage, I believe.
Oh my god. Alright, we have reached that point in the interwebsness where it is
It's
that
just
bad.
Gone. It's just gone. There is no more internet. We have lost internet. Alright. Ooh, we got our range 3. Looks like Scourge getting 3 hits.
I'm heading out. Need to hang with you.
Yeah. I just muted it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he took a strain.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
then-
that doesn't
yeah,
matter
and then
on
it
the
clears.
defense.
Yeah.
so
I thought it was on
literally
offense there.
Matters 0% on the defense, which is that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Oh, hey, I see a loading.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
Oh man.
So long shot took 1, right?
So yes, long shot took 1.
Finn.
Ooh. 2 crits so far. Spinning lock on the blank.
Oh, and a
Is that
focus.
3 crits? Do I see 3 crits? I
3
see
crits?
crits.
On the Finn there? Oh
Not
boy.
quite natty, but it's still hurtful when you
Uh-oh.
see
I
it.
see 1 of 8 out there.
I see a blank on the other. So he's currently like
So he's going to add in
an eyeball.
an eyeball and
spend a
spend
focus.
it. He's gonna spend it. Spend it while he's got it.
Yeah.
So he will take one shield.
Take one shield, but that saves him from whatever crit that could be.
Yeah, crits are dangerous.
And they were discussing there whether or not he should keep the focus. So Tab is down 3, long shot's down 1.
Oh, jeez. Tav's in there. 3 hits and a crit.
And
Or
reroll.
2 hits and a crit.
Now it's 3 and a crit.
3
after
and a crit.
lock.
I saw the future.
Yeah.
And that is. looks to
Is that
be
2 blanks? Adds 1 and
Heroic.
Nice, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And people say heroic never procs.
Not gonna die, but it's still gonna hurt.
Heroic
Two
procs off.
evades. Takes hit.
That's a dead.
crit. Well,
wait,
he's
no,
still
hit crit.
alive. Maybe. Depends what the crit
Get the
is.
shoot back.
I see a flip and another one. That's a direct hit.
Is that a direct hit?
That is a direct
Oh.
hit.
That is
So that is
terrible.
a dead Finn.
Oh man, something like 5 dice double modded. That's a dangerous call.
Yeah, who,
Oh, single modded. I'm
mod,
sorry.
but I
yeah.
mean-
no focus there.
like I said, like Charles Dice. I'll be honest.
That was yeah.
Whenever he rolls the
I mean,
Epsilon,
we have
it
video
is just
proof right
paint
there.
across the board, like
Yeah.
every single time, man.
I feel like there's been another damage done here.
No, I think he only did the one to long shot. Scorch did some to Finn.
Yeah.
Tabs didn't finish Finn. Long
Did
shot.
thing, he stripped a token. He
Oh,
hit 3 times,
okay.
and he stripped a token. Long shot, stripped the token, and then half finished him. The crit finished him. I couldn't do a double on
Yeah, nobody shot a tap. Give him that other,
Yeah.
other one. Nobody wants to shoot a tap. So.
So now we got 2 T70s versus the might of the FO.
Yes.
Bastion and Temin against the world.
That water buffalo ain't going
mean,
nowhere.
Temin has the ability to get around and be speedy. You
I
know,
mean,
much like
technically,
his
any
name,
of these
but-
TIE fighters can be one shot.
Technically.
But the odds are
Very
not great.
technically, no.
Yeah. I mean, Snap. I mean, really, the best chance is to bump into Davson as much as you can, I guess, or at least get behind him.
Yeah, Snap has the ability to race around, but I mean, even over 40 minutes, I don't know if he's got the time for.
So we
Two
got
D7s
hit,
to bring
crit
us back.
here.
I see.
That looks like a couple of blanks. So
I saw evade eyeball blink.
okay, that looks like a
Spends
crit
oh, a
onto.
third of evade.
It is weapons failure. I think so.
Weapons failure. So long shot.
Long
Half
shot is now just a
points.
regular TIE.
Yeah.
TIE
Oh
FO.
no. Except at range 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we're talking. So at range 2, he is a 1.0 Hawk.
Range 3 is a normal TIE fighter.
Yeah, range 1 and 3. He's an
Which, if you're
normal
playing
TIE
long shot
fighter.
right, you're going to be at range 3. So. You should have let him keep him out there. It's true. We did talk about that beforehand. Wow. So he rolled him on the
Charles
table.
Rollins
He got nothing,
crits.
and then rolls him in the box and takes a couple crits.
2 crits.
What?
Can I buy this?
Yeah. Ooh.
2
That
blanks
is-
and an eyeball. So at least he still had shields. But that's 2 shields down.
And that's Bastion or Snap?
I believe. Was that
Bastion.
Bastion, that took the damage?
yes,
the damage,
into
okay,
Bastion.
Okay. So 2.
Shields down.
No,
one
he's got
left?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, he took 2.
Oh my gosh, you need to burn them green dice. There's 2 more hit.
damage and a half points on Bastion. So man,
I
what
feel
is
like he
look at
put
this
2
sword.
damage cards out there.
No, he only put 1 out.
Just one. Okay.
This one. Yeah. So 30 minutes in, and Charles is 121 points to Speedy G's 16.
Hey, he could still do it.
What a swing. I mean, he technically could. Like I said, Snap has the maneuverability and double action capability to where he could technically one-shot an FO every turn
True.
and bring it back.
We're talking strategy here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Speedy G, you just need to one-shot a ship each turn and don't die.
Yeah, just
I've had it happen. I've lost I've lost very close to 2 points.
You need to
that's
one-shot
the important part.
Tabson.
that's the important part. I think you may have been missing so far.
Yeah. So get hit, crit on Tabson with hull breach, direct hit.
Yeah. Oh man, no, I have seen it. So I think, oh man,
I've seen a 3 direct
so it was a
hit roll.
decimator. No, like I saw a decimator had like I want to say like 8 hull left, but one of the crits on it was a hull breach. Some dude rolls I think a Vader into it and gets like hit crit or something. Or no, I don't even think it was crits. Honestly, I mean there may have been one out there, but like so he pulls out a fuel leak. Pulls out a second fuel leak that triggers, I think, a direct hit into like another fuel leak or something, and it was basically like it turned 3 or 4 damage into 8. It was gross.
Yeah, there was one at Campaign Against
destroyed
Cancer that was 3 direct hits in a row with hull
Oh,
breach on a
man.
decimator,
That's
and it was just and it was Vader in 2 shots killed the decimator.
Yeah, it was.
No, I guess it would have been 3 shots. But he got the hull breach in as the first crit under the shields, and it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
well, that's fun.
That's rough on decimators and an Upsilon.
I guess we're just marking here.
Yeah, I think so. Because Revis goes first, so Revis is probably trying to sloop, I assume.
Yep, because they don't have the Ks, right? Just the sloop.
No, they have Ks.
S-loops,
Oh.
2 S
They have 2 sloops and 4
Ah.
Ks.
There we go. Now we can see it. He did the 4K.
Oh, he did the 4K. All right.
attempt.
It's definitely.
Oh, that's gonna.
I think definitely safer than the two sloop on that.
Yeah,
Two
absolutely.
sloop was a wild assumption on my part that was wildly incorrect.
If it was a 3 sloop, I think it might have been
Yeah,
a
definitely,
viable option. So can Reeves take a target lock on himself? He did stress himself.
Revis, no, because you
No.
can't lock yourself.
Yeah. There is a card
course.
that lets you, right? Or it lets you lock
maybe
friendly
not.
ships.
So, well, you can always lock friendly ships. There's just no effect to it unless a game effect says so. But well, here's the new thing now, because Resistance, whoever designs Resistance, is a crazy person. So you can have Holdo crew on a ship and lock a friendly ship, and then when you engage, you can pass tokens across, and you can pass that target lock back to yourself. However, at this event, we thought ahead, and so our marshal said, "No, you can't lock yourself. So keep that token where it is." Of
So-
course, we don't have any people who brought that combo because
Yeah.
I mean it's a very limited use. Basically, the use
Very
case
niche,
is,
if you will.
Yeah, it's a very niche thing where you take Holdo and M9G8 to give yourself a constant reroll.
Because you have a lock on yourself.
Because you have a lock on yourself. And that is like the only use case that it's like super important, I guess.
And how many points
so-
does something like that cost you?
Oof. Well, you need a crew and an astromech, and really the only thing that has that is the pod and the,
large
transport, I
pod,
think.
yeah.
Well, I think the pod has one crew and an astromech, I think. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it does. Maybe not the astromech. I think it has the astromech. And then or the transport.
Yeah.
So let's see, what's the pod got? I can't spell, so don't worry about it. That's not gonna tell me.
No, I know, I didn't know. No, I'm trying to think.
Sure, well, if you click it like you're going to build it in the list.
All right, so yeah, the no transport pod does not have the astromech.
So only the full
only
thing?
the transport,
Yeah.
which can take an astromech and crew, can do that.
The non-potty one.
Yeah, but as far as cost is, I think I want to say Holdo's like 4
Okay.
or 5, and then M9G8 is like probably the same.
3
so it's
or
probably
4.
like an 8 point-ish combo,
Yeah.
give or take 2
On
points.
the couch. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just hanging out, giving you rerolls. But I mean, that's kind of an
Yeah,
expensive
just a
combo.
constant. Yeah, for
something
that's only. I guess it does roll 3 dice, right? No, 2.
Yeah, 2
It's
attack
2,
dice.
And 1 agility.
Yeah, 1 agility.
So overall, it wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't also then Leia,
Correct.
or well, you could
You
still
could
do Kova.
Kova with a red maneuver, but then
Then
it's
you'd be
like,
stressed, so you'd
but
still
do
only
you
single
really want
focus,
to?
yeah.
Like, do you really want to?
All right, looks like we got a bump there.
Long shot, nothing. Oh, I know. You guys-
Oh man.
Okay.
And I got given the official
I might have wanted to do it.
event photographer role, and I am abandoning it this round.
Nice.
Nobody gets a picture this round.
Well, we got about 39 minutes till, or 36 minutes till we're done today, so.
Yeah, which is good because I'm getting hungry again.
Me too. I'm already getting tired.
Getting tired.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to
I've been
wake up early
sitting
today.
around all day, literally just sitting here.
I walked
getting
all the way
tired.
over to the other side of the room.
Look, I had to walk to my car in the morning,
Yeah.
then walk here.
I'm more tired because I had to wake up at 8 o'clock.
Oh, Shaw.
Eight. I mean,
I think I woke
some
up
of us
at-
don't have like real people jobs. We get to sleep in.
Why don't you rub it in?
Yeah, I
think
will.
I slept in today to 8:50. I think is what it
Oh.
was.
Yeah. I picked up Mike at the train station at, I don't know, 9.
See, I probably shouldn't have slept in that much because I went to bed around like 10:30 or something. So that's too much sleep.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 2:30.
Yeah. See, normally I go to bed around. Well, I try to go to bed around 10. It usually ends up like 11 or 12, and then I wake up at like 6 to 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, get your 8 hours. So that's nice.
Nope,
You get 8 or
definitely
9 hours.
not. Until the weekend, and then I
10 to 6?
I
That's
still
8
wake
hours.
up like no later than 8 normally because my body's like, "Are you serious? You should have been awake 2 hours ago. What's going on?" I did wake up at 5:40, and I looked at the clock and I was like, I don't have to go into work today. Why did this happen?
Yeah, your body should just know when you have to go to work or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good about by about 9 o'clock I'd be up. Like 9 was just kind of my equilibrium, but as, I don't know, something recently I've just been staying up later and later, and it's just pushing everything back.
Yeah, it's always rough when you lose that sleep schedule. It takes
Yeah.
so long to build it and so little to tear it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But
so
me,
we got-
9 to 5 means wake up at 9, go to bed by 5 in the morning.
Oof. Looks like that was
That's a whole lot of nothing.
Temin, who I believe did the 4K there.
He did a 3 sleep.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's over on the far side.
Yeah.
So he did the 3 sloop. Bastion did a 4K.
Mm-hmm.
But both stressed, so he had no focus to
Ooh.
mod his shot.
And he does have a focus for hit,
Absolutely,
crit.
yeah.
Those red dice, I want to trade him those dice
Yeah,
for the
I know.
dice
He-
box.
like I said, he definitely. Oof.
Oh.
And those green dice continue.
Continue
Look at
the
that.
pattern of
Green dice rule.
destruction.
Remember, I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. If they will, or if they can blank, they
Did
will
he-
blank.
Is that hit crit?
That is hit crit.
And that is a dead Bastion? Yep, that's a dead ship.
Which looks like even a direct hit anyway to rub it in, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's wicked. That's not nice. But that is another dead chip. That is, yeah.
Oh yeah, because he was already one
He
down.
had one down.
Hit
He just
crit,
hit
and
crit.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what the crit is.
yeah, that's true. I was just saying direct hit to rub it in.
Oh,
Like,
unless
was
that's a different chip. No, because he took damage cards out, so it has to be
Yeah,
the same
because
chip.
Temin, I believe, is untouched.
Yeah.
Oh, Temin was 2 down, never mind.
No, he's good. He's up.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay. I'm misreading that 3 into a 1 somehow. Alright, did we finally get some paint? Oh. Ooh, so 3 hits? Alright, so Gas Cloud saved him. Because it was 3 blanks and an evade versus 3 hits, but that Gas Cloud, easy mode, change a blank to an evade,
And
save
that
you
was...
damage.
Happy Cloud.
Who was it
looks
that
like
took
long
damage? Long shot?
No, not long shot.
Long shot took one. So long shot has one left.
Ooh-wee.
And I can see the look in Speedy G's eyes here going, You guys, I was having fun all day until I
You put
played
me
like
on the stream.
the guy that
The
has
stream
the magnetic red dice.
Yeah.
I got it.
I think he's gotten what, one blank as a net result all game. With
All I got
the,
was
the
attack
one
dice?
where he
Yeah,
rolled
kinda.
5 and then re-rolled 2 and got one more
Yeah.
hit.
Well, and I think that one wasn't even blank. If I remember correctly, that was an eyeball, but he did not have
But
a
he didn't
focus.
have
that
a
turn.
focus
He just had the lock.
token.
So it was still all paint. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this guy's dice are
Can
ridiculous.
we look at his dice? Make sure they have all 8 things on it. He didn't just
He
carve
just
in a couple
stenciled
more
in
hits.
more hits.
It'll take me 2 or 3 turns.
No, he has rolled blanks. I can attest to that. There was one shot with Tabson where he rolled only a hit crit out of 5 dice. It has happened. It's rare, but it has happened. But I mean, let's point this out that, man, he's been maintaining those arcs, so like,
That is
it's
true,
not
yeah.
all just free.
He's working for it. I'm not
Yeah,
saying he's not.
yeah,
And
he
his list is
definitely
built
has.
to a point that he has this main explosive cannon right in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And most of the other stuff just supports him.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of 3, you know. Well, actually, really just one Muse, like Muse and
And I'll
Tabson
tell you,
together.
the structure of this list too is great because if you kill if you go after Tabson, it's going to take you long enough that all those FOs are going to start tearing you apart.
Not to mention
but if you
Tabson
ignore,
himself.
Yeah, and if you ignore Tabson, you go after the FOs, you're not getting a lot of points out of them.
Yeah.
And then Tabson is tearing you apart. So it's
Yeah. The weak link in the list is probably Revis. And it's just because it's not as helpful.
Yeah.
You know, Muse must have long shot, get an extra die. Target lock shut. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
We're
But,
just
uh,
saying,
My ace killer.
just comparatively, that is the like the weakest part
Yeah.
of your list. Is still that good.
Yeah.
It's not horrible.
Yeah. All the FOs are.
Yeah, because we're looking at Tabson, 4 dice, Scorch, 3 dice with a focus, Long Shot, 3 dice at distance, Muse, taking stress and coordinating,
Yeah.
and then Revis. Okay, I'll get a target lock. And I'm a 1, so I'm a blocker.
Yeah. So I mean.
And I'm 5 points more than an
one of the-
academy.
Crazy things about this list is, if I remember correctly, it wasn't quite available until the last points update, where they decreased some of the FO points just enough, where they all fit in. And
But they also
this
increased
beast
squad
was
leader,
born.
though, right?
They
Isn't
did.
it? Yeah,
That
but
was
just not enough.
So,
And
his
Tabson got an
specific
increase.
list previously had Phasma, Pattern Analyzer, and Biohexacrypt codes on
yeah.
Tabson, and then Muse was blank. And so he changed that up apparently this after Thursday, which was our last More Fun Game Center game night in Denton, Texas. 6 o'clock till 11 o'clock p.m. Come join us whenever you can. But so after that, he played one of our locals, and they brainstormed a little bit on peeling some of those upgrades off Tabson to put squad leader on Muse and have a little bit more flexibility on how you spread actions around.
Because Muse just hangs out the back with Tabson,
Yeah.
doesn't really need to do
Yeah,
anything
Muse
else.
doesn't need to use squad leader either. Like you can take,
Yeah.
you can take your own actions, peel the stress from others, or you squad leader and you peel your own stress off. and
Or
you do
just
it
plan
every
on
turn.
doing a blue next turn anyway. Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of flexibility there and moving actions around and who you can take stress off of. So.
I can see this list going all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a strong list.
'Cause
I think
even
the only
against
match
the-
that he lost was maybe against 3 Jedi or something. That's just because
They're
I
able
guess
to
they
outget him.
worked very hard to clear those arcs. Not 100% on that, but that's
So
what
if
I
I'm
believe
Speedy
was
G
going
here, I'm stressed. I'm thinking, God, at this point, it's almost like, yeah, just fly right into long shot and just get as many dice on him as I can, and then just blow up. No, Snap is the only one left.
So this is Snap over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he 4K'd, and then Bastion did a
tower.
3 fleet.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I lost track of all of them.
They all look the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
All those white ships out there.
Yeah.
Because the FOs don't look the same at all.
Yeah, of course not.
Because that would be racist. I'm going to turn off the dice tray.
Yes, I mean, SPDG's got some work ahead of him. And by that, I mean,
Got a long, lonely, contemplating drive home.
yeah. Think about all the mistakes you've made in your life that led you to this point of rolling a lot of blank green dice.
And
Because
it's
that's
definitely the
also
worst
how
time.
dice work.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
you roll
If
blanks
you'd
early,
rolled-
you don't have blanks late. That's how dice work. And then also, life's mistakes all build up to you rolling blanks.
Yeah. If he
That's
had
one
rolled,
of the common knowledge
if he had
forms.
rolled greens through this thing, I think he might have had a chance.
Yeah.
I think it's the chance there. If he had rolled a bunch of greens, maybe have a couple ships left alive still. But
Yeah, I mean, if you roll evades, if they can't kill your ships, and you still have them, and that's kind of how it works.
I mean, 5 dice from Tapson, you're taking damage
Oh,
even
well,
if you
yeah,
roll all
there's that
green.
too. Yeah,
But
yeah, of course. Of course, there's some unavoidable damage,
Yeah.
but like if you're taking a lot of FO shots, like 2-3 dice or something, range 2, range 3,
yeah,
you
just
roll some
or just
evades. They
let's
don't
take
do
one,
a
take
lot of
maybe
damage,
2.
But when you're taking like crit hit crit, like 4 hits, it's just there's not a lot you can do.
Scorch trying to get that barrel roll action
Dice
in there.
dice matter is the thing to think about with that. So,
Interesting.
what was that, a 2 hard, I guess?
No, he well, yeah, but then he coordinated Scorch to do a. I wonder if maybe he's doing a 2 sloop right there. Just wants to kind of end up on the rock.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the only
maybe
thing
he's
he can
doing
really
a
set up
1 hard.
for.
The Scorch could be doing a 1 hard there.
I think if he was doing a 1 hard, he'd want to be there.
Where he was?
Mm-hmm. Where he was, then he'd be head on with.
Snapple move after, so he maybe wanted to do that 1 hard and maintaining the
Yeah.
arc if Snap went slow.
Yeah, because I think this one here is long shot. So I think if he did, he might have wanted him to bump into long shot if he was going to get all the shots on him.
Yeah.
Just tear him down that
So
much
we got
more.
a pattern analyzer lock from Tapson. So basically, like the gunboat that sits, he's turned
Is that
Tapson into
four
a turret.
straight?
Which I mean,
Oh, that's a 2 or 3.
Looks
Yeah,
like
it
a
means
3
he's gonna
straight.
bump right into.
Yeah, oof. So yeah, that's rough. So he's gonna be taking 3 shots.
Mhm.
2 of
This is
them
one of those
modded.
games that, starting on that approach, really turned 0 with the setup of the obstacles. Really kind of allowed this to happen, and then the approach where
Yeah.
he came in.
I think the only other thing he could have done, which the pod doesn't really allow it because its style doesn't go fast, is if he just broke out of the gate going 4 straight to just make a pass at Tapson, take maybe 1 shot, and then blast past. But I mean,
I think if he had continued to run down that board edge, he'd have been okay.
that's the other option. Is he would have had
Caused
to
them to break
go
up a little
super
bit or
fast.
something. Oh, so you're right. He
across
did the
that
1 hard.
board edge. But even then, like Tapson, he can't catch you on each individual turn. But over the course of 4 or 5 turns, if you're running towards a corner, he's gonna pin you in. He'll get a shot. And so,
But that's a good thing. You want him to come to the corner with you, because giving him less options is better.
yeah, I mean that's totally fair. I don't know. I think
Oh, that sometimes just take that extra effort.
it's
Do whatever you want. Ship's death is turn.
just they're falling apart. They're going everywhere.
Yep. Again, the quality manufacturing process. Unlike Reaper Games and Dens, whose minis never will fall apart and be solid for the rest of your life. Hashtag sponsor. Shameless plug. Actually, they aren't sponsoring us. They
No,
just
they
put their
definitely
logo up here because we
well, I
decided
got
to try it
this
out.
free water.
Oh, you got a free
Free
water. An
Free bottle
H2O?
of water.
Wow.
Nestle Pure Life.
Yeah,
That
I
is
couldn't even get the
definitely
Wi-Fi
not a sponsor, by the
password. I'm gonna have to start
'Cause,
charging for gas to go to these things.
While their minis may always work or something, I guess is what we're going with. Their Wi-Fi routers do not always work. So there's the
All
failing.
right. Oh man, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, so we got 3 shots coming in.
Oh,
at
but I guess
Snap.
that's long shot down here. So long shot might die. He might get some points.
We'll see. I believe it's a
So
range
I think
2,
there is
is what I
one.
saw. Okay, put the dice back on. 'Cause we're about to dice. Dice. Ooh, I see.
2? It's hit crit?
I see hit crit.
And that's
Focus for 2 of Abe's.
that's terrible. Yeah, I think there might be 1 3 and 2 that makes it. But
think
they're gonna have
so.
killer MOV.
Yeah, they got to be top MOV 3-2. Because I think that may have happened to me in one of these. As I made like 15th or 16th or something at like 3-2. And that's how I ended up getting.
You don't want me rolling them on the table. It touched them, I have to do good. 2
Yeah.
So single mod. No mod. Sorry.
No march. Nice.
Hey, first evade you've rolled. Right there. It looks like 1
So that was
shield.
a Scorch range 1 4-dice shot. Now we're
Yeah,
getting
now we're doing the 5
Tabson,
dice
who
shot.
has a mod.
Oh my
Look at that.
gosh.
So we're already looking at hit crit.
So we're looking at a
Reroll
shield
an eye and a
minimum.
blank into
Oh,
another hit
my
and another crit. So this is
There's a crit going through no
guaranteed
matter
hit
what.
crit.
And he's just
2
gonna
eyeballs with
die.
no focus. So that's
Nope. Oh, he might die.
those 2 crits. Good chance of a fuel leak or a direct hit.
I get 1 more damage. So 1 face down and 2 face.
Face down.
Crit. I see not
The weapon
a double
failure,
damage.
Structure.
And
And direct.
oh man, Tabson pulling through on that. Oh man, yeah, we missed a lot of those. 'Cause a lot of ships blew up.
Yeah.
He just keeps
Just in the background. Oh my god, that is
and
a
off of
heartbreaking
the
round.
low discounted cost of 16 points in the other direction.
You got.
Lord,
You don't just want to fly something off the board?
Ask him about my TIE Fighter list that went to a tournament and didn't win a game.
I honestly don't remember that.
There were no